Hi, welcome to the hopeless situation, warriors.
Ers.
You guys are idiots.
Should we start?
The hell's Ducket?
No, screw starting over. We're into this now.
I'm reading the book.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Forgot where.
Well, I guess I'm Tom Shannon, and welcome to the Hopeless Situation Warriors.
Tom, check it out. Look at my side.
I can't see
Oh,
anything.
I can see Inoki now.
I didn't go to San Jose.
What? How'd you get the camera to work?
Maybe because it realized I'm a better lover.
I guess.
Oh,
Oh,
now Dalton's the only one without a webcam.
How'd you
No.
consider that?
I just restarted it. It asked to restart, and so I did.
oh my
That's
god.
I know it's weird.
I am such a noob. Oh well.
Hey, you got a badass laptop.
You had to wait for its update.
Okay,
Never listen.
so welcome to the Hopeless Situation Warriors. I'm Tom. Let's go in order. I guess me, Alex, Emmy, and Oki Dalton. So I'm Tom Shannon.
I guess I'm Alex.
Give us
I'm
your
playing
character. Yeah, give us your character
Brunor
name.
Stonefoot. I am a dwarf cleric, so I heal. I'm a band-aid. Next.
I'm Emmy, and I play Nell in Lost Wings. I am a fairy rogue.
Yep, that's you.
I am Inoki Finau, and I am playing Nicebeard, who is a fighter, a gunslinger, but he is also the first pirate of this era.
That's true.
The father
Dalton.
of all pirates.
Hold on, I'm trying to plug in my webcam.
Damn it, Dalton.
We actually get to see your ugly mug, Dalton.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I doubt
Brutal.
Dalton's wearing any clothes.
just wearing a banana.
Yeah. Just banana.
No, it's just the banana peel.
Ooh. Yeah, even better. Well, I'll introduce Jose. I am Jose Silencio, and I play Alanon, the druid. Yeah.
Good intro.
Yeah, there you go, Jose. I got you in here. He'll be joining us after the break.
He's an on and off guy.
right after
Here,
these
I'll be
messages.
right back.
Okay. Dalton's got to reload the page.
Hi, I'm Dalton. I'm a paladin.
I'm getting
Oh.
another thing they're sending me. Survey.
Why does my headphone work? Having some technological differences.
So I guess I'll just say other stuff. Dalton!
Oh, brother.
Oh, what the heck is that?
What the hell is happening?
What is that?
Dalton, whatever that is, it's lagging hardcore.
Yeah, it's not working.
But it's very funny.
Yeah. Super lag, Dalton.
Super laggy. You're getting like super honorable lag.
Yeah. Yes, the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Do something.
Entertain us.
So I guess I'll explain. We're using the Roll20 system. This is our home page, the landing page, the page everyone comes to when they log on. And God said, "Let there be no more drawings." We're doing the Curse of Strahd campaign currently. Yeah, that's going to happen a lot. Right on there. Thanks, Alex. Just Peni.
That's
Right on.
totally not me. I don't.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
much.
I unplugged the webcam.
Might be your internet speed.
Yeah, my internet's terrible, so I probably can't use my webcam anyway.
Oh well,
That's-
we got to see what your face looked like. So go ahead and do yourself.
I am Dalton. As I'm Ferdinand Hyman, who's a paladin.
Dalton at hotmail.com.
Yes. I heal people. Wait, my backstory.
Yeah, nobody else gave their backstory.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
no one cares.
This is super unprofessional. I'm so glad we're doing this.
This is practice.
Yeah, I mean, this is only episode 2, technically. And this time we have a name.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go into detail as to what happened with everyone and how they got to where we are now. So I'll start from the beginning, just for the sake of recording purposes, since I'm not going to use any of the other recordings, which kind of sucks, because they miss out on a lot of stuff, but I'll figure it out. I'll post what I have, eventually. Alright, so we started the
Lot of
campaign. Everyone... This is all on the recording too, you guys. Like,
That's
all of
perfect.
This is what you get for erasing our.
Our
Previous
beautiful art order.
so
Anyway.
we started a campaign in a little town called... What did I call it again?
Called Shit Heel or something. I don't know what it was called.
Ilmarsh. We started in a little town called Ilmarsh, and everyone had kind of shown up, ferried there, or, you know, a few of you walked your way to the town. One of you, I don't remember who it was. No, I don't think any of you did, but Nicebeard took his boat, and you all met in a tavern. You had gotten a mysterious note telling you that you have important business there. Most of you met at a table. You all recognized Nicebeard from having been on his boat before, and as like a charter. And let's see. While you were all talking to each other, Nell came in and tied. No, that was in the practice thing. Yeah, that was in the demo. Okay. But Nell snuck in and kind of like talked out of nowhere, and you guys realized she was just standing in the middle of the table and scared everyone. And you all took a look around. Nobody really noticed anything weird except for Nicebeard. He noticed that there was a strange-looking man shuffling a deck of cards in a very peculiar manner off in the
What a
back.
strange man.
So he approached and was like, "Hey, old man, you're weird." And the old man's like, "Sit down. I've got something to tell you and your friends." So Nicebeard sat, and the old man was like, "Wait, we should probably do this with everyone." So instead of having everyone, you doubled. Oh my god.
Dalton, what the?
So instead of having everyone come to where the old blind man shuffling cards was, Nicebeard picks him up and carries him over to the table to everyone else. And he did a tarot reading. Where's my phone? And this is another...
Tarot.
Yeah, tarot. Carrot reading. Taroka reading. And, oh no, that's gonna be here. Sorry, I've got the reading in my phone. I have the tarot reading in my phone. I don't. It's in here. Sorry. Hey, Dalton, what's this dead air brought to you by?
Stairs, but by coffee shops. Place for hot chicks to hang out. Please kill me, Tom.
That was great. What else?
Dead Air is brought to you by Chomsky and the Honks, playing this weekend at the Honky Tavern.
Oh, come on. Why are you not loading? I hate this. Oh, now you load. Okay. So he started his tarot reading, and the first card he put them down in like a pattern, kind of like a star. The first card he puts down, he says the Charlatan. This card will give you knowledge of the ancient, something to better know your enemy, and your treasure lies within a lonely mill on a precipice. Then that was this. The next card was oh damn it! Stop rotating. A powerful force of protection. The card was the Avenger, and he said that your treasure was in a house once clean but now corrupt. Okay. Dang it. Just load. Load. Hold on, it might go faster on my computer. For some reason, my phone just does not want to handle Facebook.
Strahd looks like he's having a good time.
He's got these red line over there.
There we go. Okay, so the third one was the Elementalist, and it was a weapon of vengeance, the Sword of Sunlight. And he said that that treasure is in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants. The fourth card was One Who Will Help You, and it was the Marionette. And it said, a man made by man, ageless and alone, haunts the castle. And the last card was where you would meet your enemy, and it was the Horseman. And it said, the man said that your enemy lurks in a place of death, where he must return.
So we have to fight Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hope so.
So that was
Oh yeah.
tarot readings, and those were like that. And so you're like, okay, cool. So you immediately set out on your adventure in the town of Ilmarth, and you walked in, yeah, like literally. You're like, all right, peace, old man, and then just bounced. And you found your way over to a mill, and you walked in, and there were a bunch of people in it grinding flour and stuff. And a few of you interviewed and inspected the area and discovered that there's just nothing there. You also discovered that this is a super boring town. And it was also not on a precipice, so that should have been your first clue as to it not being the place that you're looking for. But you went anyways. And after searching the town, not finding anything, you decided to go back to the inn where you all were staying for the night. And at the inn, you guys. At the inn, you guys discovered something strange. Brunor, you went to go to your room, but you found that the key to your room wasn't working. So you tried to break the handle off of your door and wound up putting a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
You went back to the main guy and you're like, hey, can I get another key? But he was talking to other people about like a wolf hunt that was happening, and they were mentioning that it was strange that the wolves were back and in such numbers, like sand people. They'll be back and in greater numbers. And
Sand.
yeah, so they were getting a bunch of people together from the town to go attack. So you four went, well, you five technically because of Spark. You four or five went to help them out during their hunt, and Dalton. And you know what? I'm just going to do this.
Tom down.
Oh no! I went to IMDb. I clicked on the wrong thing. And I'm back.
What happened?
I clicked on IMDb instead of the little multi-page. So you all went to go help with the wolf hunt, and you set up traps and like a little campfires and stuff for the wolves to be drawn to, some roasted meat and stuff like that. It was very well put together. The meat was like, it was like on a rotisserie, but it was held up really high, kind of high up off the fire, so as to not like scorch it, because you guys were gonna leave it there, so it was like a super slow cook, and so as not to ruin the meat and stuff, just in case it was salvageable. And yeah, Nice Beard pretended to pull a rabbit out of his beard and use it as bait, but that didn't happen. And so you guys waited, and you could see the wolves kind of line up at the edge of the forest, but they didn't come out of the forest. They were waiting for something, and the thing that it turns out that they were waiting for was this fog, a very unnatural fog that rolled in and provided cover for the wolves. And the wolves pushed in with the fog, and the fog swept in really fast. It went up the hill and behind you, rolled back down over the hill, took the town, and you guys were trying to find... You were with a couple of people from the original hunting party, and you were trying to find basically everyone else, because you had split up and spread out to ambush the wolves. And the wolves, you could hear fighting going on in the distance, howling, men crying out. The wolves were picking people off one by one, and then so the wolves were picking people off one by one. You guys, someone ran up to your group. I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but I tried to go back to the town, and all I found was this weird road. And right before you guys, he just got into view, and he was panting. He's like, okay, sorry, and he started, he stopped his pace and started walking to you, and he was talking to the main guy of the wolf hunt, and he was like, yeah, I was trying to go back to the town, but I never really, there's no downhill. It was super weird. And then the wolf, you saw this shadow of a wolf appear right behind the guy. It was about the size of a grizzly bear, and it just grabbed him and brought him back into the fog, and you heard him scream, and his scream was cut off really quick. And in the distance you could hear a couple of yips of wolves being killed and damaged and stuff, but then the fighting stopped, and you guys decided to run back towards the town because everyone was freaked out. So you started running, but you guys went up a hill and were on top of the hill looking down over. So you turned around to go back down the hill into the village, but there was no downhill. You just kept running straight. And then eventually in the fog, this road opened up, and and you guys were like, that's sketchy. And the main guy who was leading the party was like, okay, this is wrong. So he turns back and runs, but he runs into the fog, and he drops, like he's like grabbing his throat. He looks like he's choking. So everyone was like, "Oh shoot, we gotta help this guy." Nicebeard starts marching out, and the farther into the fog he gets, the harder it was to breathe. And he started feeling like he was choking, regardless of how like deep of a breath and calm he was being. So he walked back to the group, and this guy's like struggling for his last breaths, and he comes up with you guys come up with a brilliant idea to tie Ferdinand to a piece of rope, and Nicebeard was going to throw him. With an excellent roll on Nicebeard's part, you landed him right on top of the guy. And so you took a deep, deep breath before he threw you, Ferdinand, and as you landed, all of your breath was expelled. Like, when you were flying through the air into the fog, you could feel like something like squeeze the air out of your lungs, even though you had taken a big breath and were holding it. So you landed next to this guy, choking yourself, and you threw your flopping in an extremely lucky roll on your part. You hooked his belt through your spasming, dragged you guys back, but he was dead. You're like, okay, we gotta go. We have to leave him. There's nothing we can do. So you guys left, took the last remaining guy who was completely in shock, and followed the road into the fog. You followed it for quite some time, and then you followed it through a forest. The forest opened up into a village, and you could see most of the village was abandoned. You could just see little spots of houses and stuff, and there were these two kids crying in the middle of the street. And you guys approached the kids, and you're like, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? And they told you that there was a monster in their house, and they wouldn't go back in until the monster was dealt with. They also said that their mom and dad and a baby were in the house, too. So you're like, oh, no, we gotta go in there and figure out what's going on in the house. So you guys went into the house, you started searching stuff. As you were searching, you found really strange things in the house. Like there were, the walls were decorated with this really nice carved wood paneling, and it was very intricately drawn, like people dancing and stuff. But as you looked closer, you noticed that it was like skeletons dancing. There were people hanging in the trees in the background. There were wolves ready to eat people, and like it was a very grotesque display. And Nicebeard tore off a chunk of the wall to save it for his boat. He was like, oh, I'm going to use this somewhere. So you did that. You picked up a couple of weapons throughout the house, and then once you guys got to the second story, you ran into Alanon, who also knew Nicebeard through chartering. And during the conversation with Alanon, Bruenor was like, okay, I'm going to keep looking around. Oh, look at this nice piece of armor. And the armor started attacking. And the conversation with Alanon was cut short, so you guys never really found out how Alanon got there.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I don't care, I have to kill this armor.
And he doesn't know how you guys got there either, really. Like, you guys got far enough as to know that there was fog involved, and you all were like, yeah, there was fog involved. And that's as far as you guys got. And then you guys fought the armor, killed it, decided to keep looking throughout the house. Found the nursery where the baby was. There was no baby, and a ghost appeared, attacked. You guys started fighting it. Nicebeard hit it with a mirror.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Thinking, oh, I'll trap the ghost in the mirror, but you just broke the mirror on the ghost. And with a natural 20, I think. I think you critted with a mirror. And attacked the ghost. Alanon was the only one really trying to interrogate it. A couple of you asked questions, but you were just like, screw this, we're just going to kill this. So, yeah. So, Alanon, like, you guys would all be fighting it, and it would get to Alanon's turn, and he'd be like, so what's going on? Like, what can you tell us about this house? What can you tell us about the situation? Who are the people
How about
here?
just this house?
What do you want? Yeah.
What do you do on Sundays?
Yeah, and it's just standing there getting wailed on, and it's just like like trying to kill him, but he's just like talking and like rolling good diplomacy checks. So it would like go to attack him, and then someone would piss it off. It'd go back to them, attack, and then it'd turn back to attack Aladon, and he's just like, so tell me. And he spent his entire time during that fight talking to it and gleaned a little bit of information. He found out that the mother had killed the baby out of spite. She was jealous or angry.
Out of Sprite.
Yeah, so she killed the baby, and that was super messed up.
Clearly, the baby was possessed.
And Bruenor found a secret staircase that went up to the attic, and everyone eventually... Oh, as everyone was going up, the only people who were down on the third floor... Yeah, third floor, were Ferdinand, Alanon, and the random villager that was with them, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
And while Alanon was looking around in the room, Ferdinand went and opened up a different room and became under attack by a broom.
Oh, yeah.
And the only one that was around to watch what was going on was Jeffrey, and he had just been taken out of his complete shell shock, total, like, lethargic, like, no non-responsive state. And he just kind of watched and laughed as Ferdinand almost was killed by a broom.
Yep.
That happened.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, you got wrecked by that broom. And then we figured out how lay on hands works, and then you kind of fixed yourself up, but that was still a great moment, which I believe I did get that on audio, which I'll put up eventually, but everyone made their way upstairs. There was a locked door, and fortunately you guys brought along a rogue, and she picked the lock. And after going into the room, you found a couple of skeletons on the floor. After a quick inspection, you guys realized that those skeletons belonged to the children that you saw on the street, and confirmed that it was an illusion that you saw outside. And when you went to go inspect the dollhouse and the toy chest, the ghosts of the children appeared. And you guys started questioning the ghost. Someone asked what happened, and the ghost replied with, "We died," which Nicebeard responded with,
Oh shit!
It was a very, very funny moment in a very serious, like, heavy time in the campaign. But you talked to the kids. They told you that the dollhouse is an actual exact replica of the house you guys were currently in, and it showed you all the secret doors and everything and the way downstairs. And as soon as you guys tried to leave, Jeffrey was like, "Okay, I gotta get out of this room. This is freaking me out." So he tried to leave, and Nell immediately went after him to go.
Freaking out, man.
To just go, and they were possessed. Both of them were possessed by the ghosts. And refused to go downstairs. Nell just instantly started crying. It was a mess, and Jeffrey was totally pissy and just hated everyone and hated being told what to do. And so
More than normal.
the group gathered up the bones. Oh yeah, with a good religion check by Bruenor, you remembered that the only way to put a ghost to rest is to lay the bones in their resting place. So you gathered up the bones of the children, took them downstairs into the
Ferdinand
crypt.
and I
Yeah, you two picked up
did our side quest.
Yeah, and did a terrible job of doing it. Because
I think we did a pretty okay job.
no, that was awful. You guys walked right past the crypts. Like, you're like, "Oh look, there's more crypts," and then Bruenor's like, "I'm gonna keep going," and you just marched on ahead. And Ferdinand's like, "Well, I can't leave him behind because he almost died twice already." So you go in, and you two went ahead while Nicebeard explored. And Nicebeard opened up a couple of crypts. One of them was full of bugs, insect swarm, and you handled that. And then Bruenor Ferdinand and Alanon were all fighting a Grick, and Nicebeard got the final kill on that. That was pretty cool. And then you...
Wait, I thought I killed it when I ripped it in half.
No, you were ripping it in half, but it still
Oh,
had
that's
health.
right. And then
he shot it,
yeah.
and it just, like, you basically, because of the pressure you're putting on it, it, like, broke into 2 pieces that flew off.
That's right.
And you laid the children to rest. The other 2 came back down. You guys continued exploring, got into a couple of little more skirmishes, found a chest full of a bunch of fun stuff. Nicebeard almost got eaten by a mimic disguised as a door.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, almost had a cook for a hand after that.
And the entire time you guys were downstairs, there was a nice chanting that went something like, Bruno, you want to take that one?
Glorp, glorp, chop.
Yeah.
Glorp, glorp, chop. Glorp, glorp, chop.
With Roll20, I can use this, like, audio interface. It's really cool. It's broken right now, but...
Oh, is it still not working?
Yeah. But, awesome audio interface, and I had a few things. What the chanting was one must die, but I had it really low because they're not supposed to hear it all the way, so they just thought it said glorp, glorp, chop. You guys made your way down to the sub-basement.
All hail, glorp, glorp, chop.
You guys made your way down to the sub-basement, realized that the chanting was one must die, one must die, one must die. Found your way into the main chamber in the sub-basement, and 13 hooded figures popped up, and they were like, okay, one of you guys has to die, and you guys walked away from the altar, and they changed their chant to something else, like, He is the
ancient, he is the land.
Yeah, he is the ancient, he is the land.
Won't you make some Peter Pans?
And they pointed off to the side and were like, Lorthrak, rise and kill them. Right at the area where Nicebeard was inspecting, and a shambling mound attacked. And you guys ran. You guys ran, but he got Jeffrey, and you were all basically like, you got out of the portico and shut it, and you were all basically like, oh, well, sucks to be Jeffrey. And you tried bolting, but the thing squeezed through the portico, and it pushed Jeffrey out of it, and it chased you guys through the house, or through the basement, and you eventually killed it. Alanon did a ton of damage to it. He wild-shaped into a dire wolf and did a ton of damage to it, and but Nell got the final killing blow on that with her newfound abilities, and Jeffrey survived, and you guys brought Jeffrey back to health, started making your way back up. You guys went up through the secret staircase that Bruenor found, and it put you guys out into the only room that you didn't inspect in the entire house. Found a couple more weapons.
Oh yeah.
Nicebeard broke down a wall. It crumbled, and as the debris hit the ground, it all turned into rats. And Nell, who's a fairy, she's like this big, was hiding in Nicebeard's beard, jumped out and just destroyed the rats, just wrecked them. Natural 20, it was beautiful. And you did that twice, I think.
Yeah.
But she did it the first time, and then Jeffrey broke down a wall towards the entrance, because you were all being choked out by poisonous smoke, and all the doors had blades and stuff, so you had to jump through those. Ferdinand fell. Jeffrey fell a second time. Ferdinand brought him back, and then immediately after that, Ferdinand fell. And Bruenor brought him back, and you all made it outside.
I had a big chunk of my ass cut off.
Yeah, you're all pretty heavily... Everyone but Alanon is heavily damaged, or was heavily damaged.
Was, yeah.
But Bruenor healed everyone.
I forgot I got hit.
And you had just finished, so the spell you cast took 10 minutes to prepare. You had just finished your casting time for it, and are now sitting outside of the
Or yeah.
New Jersey.
yes.
So,
Oh, better get to work, guys.
No, that spell didn't take 10 minutes.
I thought you said it took 10 minutes.
No, there's a different one. This one's just a casting time of 1 action.
It's Nessie.
All right, so you guys are currently right here, right in front of this house.
It's my other healing spell. It takes 10 minutes.
Oh, I didn't mean to draw that. Sorry.
So
And
you finished. Well, anyways, you sat down, you cast your thing, you finished casting it, and you finished casting your spell. Everyone's all healed up. You're all level 3 now, and while you were casting and sitting and resting, you guys noticed that one person came out of their house and they were walking down the street and looked over and saw you guys, and was like, oh, and started muttering to themselves and kind of like ran down the street and around the corner to get out of line of sight.
Pork chop.
So you guys couldn't find them.
chop.
So what would you guys like to do now?
Look for. I want to try and find like the nearest like inn or tavern place to rest.
Okay.
I like to go to a place where I can craft some new firearms.
Okay.
I still want to find a place to rest.
Okay. Go ahead and start looking.
Where'd you say we came in? We came in over here, right?
Yeah, so you guys came in from this road, and the road kind of goes through and down over this way.
Okay.
So,
I guess I'll just start walking down this main thoroughfare, through here.
okay. Anyone?
Just kind of like inspect the buildings, just see if there's any, signs that indicate, some kind of bar or pub or tavern.
Okay.
Some
All
kind
right.
of place to rest.
Do you look in houses or whatever, like into the windows or whatever?
Yeah, just any of the businesses or any signs hanging, say like some kind of inn or
Right.
motel.
There's some large buildings that looks like it would have been a business, but there's no doors. There's no signs hanging over the door. There's really nothing remarkable at all about this place. It's very dull, very drab, very gray. Stupid
Oh,
Coke.
geez.
Very Victorian looking, but like in a haunting type of way.
Okay.
As you look into the houses,
Silent Hill, folks.
That's not promising.
It explodes. The whole house
Right.
is a
Inoki or
mimic.
Tom, can one of you guys come take these tips for me, please?
like
Yeah, I'll
pass them
be
up.
up there.
Pass them up here. Two of the houses that you go into looked completely empty. One of them had a couple of people kind of, you couldn't really see them, but you could hear them muttering to each other, hushed tones, frightened. And one house you walked up to, this one here. Do you see that?
Mhm.
That house, you walked up to it, you were like looking around, listening, and like there were hooks outside as if it was a building, like
Like a business.
a business, yeah. So you're
Yeah.
like, oh, what's in here? So you open the shutters, and immediately this place reeks of death.
I
Huh.
closed the shutters and
Wait,
walked.
there were hooks, like meat hooks outside?
No, like
like
hooks,
sign
like where
hooks.
a sign would have hung.
Oh, okay. I meant meat
This
hooks.
looks promising.
Yeah, and it just reeked of death.
Okay, I will.
You just closed the
continue on
shutters and kept going.
down. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. All right. The closer in towards town you get, the louder you can hear this moaning, wailing cry, just like a sorrowful sob.
This is an Adams Family city town.
Pretty much.
Ooh, we get to meet Fester.
No, he died.
No,
Yes, he
didn't.
did.
No, he didn't.
Okay,
We went through a portal, guys.
Nell, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna skip down the street. I'm gonna look for something to play with. I'm gonna
Do
look for
I-
hideaway
d- d-
keys.
You're gonna look
Sorry.
at what?
If there are any hideaway keys that people, you know how people like stow their key next to the door somewhere. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
look for
you're
hideaway keys.
That's
You're searching-
mischievous.
Why not?
okay. So
You find an
what
exploding
direction
key.
are you going?
So we started over here, right? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Select. So this started here. So I want to go.
You're here right now.
Here right now. Okay. I want to go up this street.
Okay. This house had a child in it, kind of whimpering. You could hear.
Oh.
It sounded like a whimper of a child. That was the house that the person came out of and then kind of ran down the street away from you guys.
Okay. I'm not gonna go any further. If I heard that, then I wouldn't go further.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
Yes.
knock on the door politely.
There's no answer.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak in then. Fine.
All right. How are you going in?
Is there an open window or like a crack or a hole or anything
No, it's all boarded
around the
up.
front? All boarded up. Okay. Let's see. Are there any holes in the roofs or anything that I could tell from the below?
No, you can't see the roof.
I'm just gonna walk on the front door. I'm gonna stealth in. See how good my stealth can be.
All right, so
Good
you
choice.
jump up. Or you grab the doorknob using like your feet and stuff. You kind of twist, and you don't. You kind of jerk halfway through your twist. The door's locked.
Oh well, what the heck? I'm gonna pick it open then.
Okay, go ahead and roll thieves' tools.
So what? Roll?
Hmm?
What do I do? I didn't hear what you said.
Roll thieves' tools.
Thieves.
Roll thieves tools.
Das is a good question.
Roll thieves tools.
Dalton, Dalton, that's a sick spell.
Protection from good?
I didn't know you could do that.
Thieves' tools. Okay. It was a fairly simple lock. You seem to get it pretty quick. You, after like just a couple of moments, you hear the click, and you can open the door now.
Okay, I open the door.
All right. The second you open the door starts opening. From the inside, you hear, "Mommy, come back! Mommy, help! Someone's breaking into our house. They're gonna kill me!"
That's cool.
You're not.
We
are the helpless situation warriors.
I rolled a 19 on myself.
Yeah, you are stealthy, but the door's not. The kid's watching the door.
I am going to.
Roll for the door for stealth.
Stealth the door.
You know what? I'm gonna like do somersaults into the room, and I'm gonna like do a little performance for this girl.
All right. Go ahead.
Like the
Roll a performance
Watch it.
check. Roll an
Watch it.
acrobatics and a performance check.
hello my honey, hello my
Baby, my heart's on fire.
Is anyone with her?
Yeah, we're
Ta-da!
outside the door.
Okay, so
Wow.
you kind of stumble a little bit in. You do you hit the ground and roll a bit. That wasn't your original intent. You were intending to spring off of your hands and do a somersault, but you kind of hit the ground and thought better of what you were doing and went into a tuck and roll. When you popped up, ta-da! It was pretty funny. Those who saw it kind of chuckled. So Ferdinand, Nicebeard, if you guys are there, Alanon, you guys all kind of chuckled. Not Bruenor. Bruenor's already down the street, but the child, no smile, not even a hint. It's terrified. It's just standing there staring at you like, don't kill me. He's just.
Okay.
He's not
I sit on
crying,
the-
but he's just like breathing very heavily and just terror.
I sit on the ground. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. I mean, does it look like I could hurt you? I mean, I'm pretty small, right?
He doesn't say anything. He just stares.
Why are you crying?
You broke into my house.
Well, I heard you whimpering before I came in.
I'm scared.
From what?
I'm not supposed to talk to you about it.
My mama says.
Well, I'm here with a group of people. Maybe we could help.
No. You need to leave.
We are the hopeless situation warriors.
Hey,
Ferdinand, you say that from the doorframe, Ferdinand?
Yes.
Inspiring confidence.
Do you
Can
go
I, like-
in, or do you just stand there at the doorway?
I go in.
Okay.
I
Can I-
can't fit in the doorway.
oh, I was getting ready to leave. Can I,
You
like,
guys just
stealth-
totally performed a B&E on this kid.
Yep.
No, I don't want them to come in. Hey, what do you get out of here?
Oh,
I'm calling the cops.
okay. I step
And
outside.
And I stealthily drop a gold piece behind me on the floor.
Oh,
Okay, roll for stealth. Or sleight of hand.
Yeah.
That's a sleight of hand.
But like
Clank, clank, clank. Oh,
Wow.
expert
See it.
coin drop.
gonna know it's
Yeah, he didn't see it. He didn't see you do it. You just kind of squatted, and he thinks you curtsied, and you left. Ferdinand, you close the door behind you, and you hear him. He locks the door, puts up the deadbolt, kind of takes a step in. You hear him slip and fall.
Smart kid.
Well, we should find Bruno.
what can he be afraid of? I don't understand why they're so fearful here.
I'm just making my way down.
All right,
Cleric is alone.
Nicebeard, what are you
I'm
doing?
bored of this.
I'm gonna die again, guys. Don't worry about it. This is normal.
What
Just
are you
another
doing,
day for
Nicebeard?
I was saying I'm bored of this, and I'm gonna go inspect this place.
Okay. Alanon is going to go and do you just walk straight down?
Yeah.
Okay. Alanon is going to walk down the street a bit.
Do I catch up?
Are you power walking?
Okay. So he walks by. He opens up another house, like another shutters here, and same thing, complete just smell of death and decay. He does the same thing Bruenor does. He is about to go in and inspect it, and like on second thought type of thing, he's like, I better not. We're all kind of split up right now. So he kind of leaves it alone. He can say whatever he wants to with whatever he would have done, but he's not here, so that's what he does. This is what happens when you let the DM play your character. He does it right. So, what do Nell and Ferdinand do?
Just looking for an inn, I guess, and looking for room there.
All right, which way do you go?
I don't know. This way?
Okay, I was about to say everyone else headed off this way, so.
Yeah.
Okay, you all, Bruenor, you make it to about here,
Okay. That's where I was
and
going.
you're like, okay, this is like the crossroads. This seems to be center of town.
Main.
Roll a perception check.
22.
Okay, so in this area, you can hear that the wailing and crying is coming from here. E3. There is light coming out of this building, and a sign above says "Blood of the Vine Tavern." Oh no, sorry. It says Bildrath's Mercantile.
Oh. Build Wrath.
It says Bildrath's Mercantile, and then over here, there's a sign that says blood of the Vine.
Dude, it's like a super metal place.
Yeah.
right.
Sorry, it says. Oh, duh! I forgot that there were these things. I'll just read you. So, over on E1, Bildrath's Mercantile, it says, The sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door creaking on its hinges reads Bildrath's Mercantile. And then at the other place, it says, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, the sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. So I was reading it wrong. It's the Blood on the Vine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or at least
You
that's
said
what it reads from here.
The wailing was coming from E3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, because we haven't rested yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I healed you guys after.
Yeah, but you don't have
After our, but
you don't have your full hit dice yet.
yeah.
You don't have your full hit dice back. I believe everyone
Okay,
has one hit dice right now.
No, I have two.
I have 2. Yeah, I haven't used any. I don't think. Or maybe I
You
did.
should only. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, I should have 3 because I'm level 3. But yeah, I think. I have
Well,
2.
you should have 2
2. Yeah,
because
I
you've
used
spent
one.
one, and you only get them back after a long rest.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to E2 to the tavern.
Okay. And it's about noon right now, you guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you
yeah,
walk
I
into
will-
the tavern.
Sidle.
You walk up. The sign kind of hangs, and it looks like something's scratched on it. The closer you get to it.
What does it say? Or what is scratched on it?
It just there's an N has been scratched over the F, so it actually does say Blood of the Vine, and now someone scratched an N onto it, so now it says Blood on the Vine.
Okay. That's awesome graffiti. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk into the place.
Okay.
Swagger my way in there.
So you swagger your way into the tavern, and you look around and you see that there's
Roll
one
for
barkeep.
swagger. Okay.
There are 3 men sitting down, all huddled at a table, and there's another man sitting off to a corner by himself, just staring down into his drink.
Nice.
Gin.
Get to know that guy. Okay. I will walk up to the bartender.
Mhm.
Say, hello, my friend.
He just nods. He's
is
cleaning
there-
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you have any rooms for rent? Do you have any rims? Do you have a rim?
And it rains.
Do you have a rim?
The
You say what?
the barkeep, he looks up. He's like, "Yeah, we got rooms."
Very good. How much for a room? For a room?
1 gold a room a night.
Very good. I would like a room for myself, and I have some friends who will be joining me shortly.
Fine.
So I toss him a gold coin, or hand him a gold coin.
Okay, he takes it. He slides over a key. Goes back to cleaning glasses.
I just want to ask him a question. Excuse me, one more thing, sir.
Yeah.
I heard some wailing or some noise down the road. Can you tell me anything about that? What is going on there?
I don't know. Why don't you go find out?
Very good, sir. Thank you for the room. And I will walk back outside and go look for the rest of the party.
Okay. As you step outside, pretty much everyone joins you. Everyone's kind of
Oh, hello, my friends.
Bruno?
Still at that house.
As everyone also hears this wailing, I want everyone to roll a perception check, except for Brunor.
Fine, I'm with everyone else.
Oh, right. I have to roll for Alanon.
Do you have a room?
Does he have dog bath?
Yeah. Was there a dog in the bar?
There was 2. No.
Forgot to ask him if his dog bits.
All right.
Bit me.
Perception. 7 perception, 10, 15. Nice Beard, you notice that the wailing, the crying is coming from here.
You notice it sounds an awful lot like Freebird.
But you were going here, so you actually round the corner while everyone peels off to go see Bruenor. So you round the corner, and we'll get to you in a second. So you make your way, and you're here, and you're like, oh yeah, the crying is definitely coming from this building. So we'll get to you in a second. Alanon goes with you, because he doesn't want anyone to be alone because of what you guys have just been through.
That's nice.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dope.
So we'll go to you now, since Dalton left. Alright, so what would you like to do? You also see the sign that this is the Bildrath's Mercantile.
Mercantile.
Is it build raft or build rats?
Bildrath.
Oh, wrath.
BILDRATH''S.
No, wrath. Okay.
The build.
Clearly, I don't want to go in there. So, Alanon, you hear that wailing just beyond this where we are?
I do. I think it is coming from down the street that way.
Shall we get the crew and check it out?
Maybe, but maybe we should heal first. I think we could all use a good rest after the fight we had in the big building.
Very well. Then let's join the crew.
For everyone listening, that's pretty much exactly how Jose does Alanon.
Yar, har,
So.
fiddle dee.
Yes, the best.
Nice.
So you don't go into Bildrath's Mercantile?
Yeah, I go in there.
Okay.
I'll stop it here, Alanon. I wanted to check this place out.
Okay.
Good.
So
Is there
you walk
more
inside.
Yeah.
You walk inside. There's a man behind the counter. He looks up. Outsiders. No, hold on. Outsiders, eh?
Oh god, Canadian.
Yes, quite so.
Is he a French Canadian? Damn it.
I see that you're a French Canadian.
What the hell is a French Canadian?
No, that name just popped in my head. Don't mind me. As you see, I'm quite insane. Anyways, so, can you tell me about this town?
This is the town of Barovia. He just raises his eyebrows to you.
You what?
He just raises his eyebrows to you after saying that.
I raise mine higher.
Roll for eyebrow raiser.
Acrobat.
20. You can't beat me.
Let me see. Let me see it. Let me see it on the screen. Point your. Okay, picking it up, you can find 20.
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Dumbass.
It's 20 right there.
Okay. All right. So you raise your eyebrows really high, and
I'll repair your roof later.
he just shakes his head. Well, what do you want?
Well, I would like to know, why is this town so strange? It's not like any other town I've ever seen. Everything smells outside is death. I'm quite familiar with that scent.
That would make sense. There are the dead in houses. This town, it is not for people like you. But I guess you have no choice now.
No choice? What do you mean by that?
You will see.
We will see. And you will see. We will all see. Because I like the sea. And as I walk outside, I'm just rambling. And the sea is for the sea. And everybody...
And lives in a pineapple under the sea.
That is a strange man. I hope he does not die. So
Ominous foreshadowing.
you shut the door. Inside, he had a lot of. It's like a almost like a medieval Walmart. He had a little bit of everything.
Like a general store.
Yeah.
This here general store.
Yeah, he had some groceries. He had some like weapons hanging up on the walls. He had some like backpacks and bags and luggage stuff. He had a lot of things just around.
Pottery barn. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, what? You type that to everyone, BTW. If you want to whisper to me, it's /W GM, and then you type your message. All right, so you go
There's
outside.
only one slash.
/.
Oh.
Are we
So,
going to the whaling house?
oh, no, everyone else went up to the
I mean,
tavern.
I need to rest
Oh.
so I can get some spells back before we
Well, what time of day is it?
almost kill me again.
It's,
said it was about
yeah, so from what Alanon could tell when you guys came out of the house using his natural skills and stuff, he guessed it to
I
be
didn't do
about...
Lol.
Gotta put a space. And that's the... You had the right / before when you put it after my name.
It's the question mark /
Yeah, / or whatever.
and then put a space between the W and the GM.
Yeah.
Alanon does not believe why we are here.
And no, well, now that it's out there and on the video recording,
Oh, don't look at it, Jose. Don't look at what I wrote on
put
the board.
spam the chat.
I can't do it.
Seriously.
You just spammed it in the chat. Wow. Good job, Dalton.
Sorry. Could I talk to the innkeeper?
You guys haven't gone inside yet. You're all talking to each other outside.
Yeah, you're not part of it.
So we'll go to
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys. Currently, right
Oh.
now, Nice Beard and Al-Anon are inside the other building.
What are they?
The
What?
shop,
Mercantile? Okay.
ye old general store.
I'm gonna go inside the inn. Or whatever, the tavern.
Okay, so from what you guys saw, Brunar came out and he was like, "There is hello, there is rooms here," and then you just walked right past him.
They have many rooms. But
Okay.
do not drink from the glasses.
Wait, so we're in the inn?
No, you're outside except for Nell. She has
We're
marched
out
in.
of the inn.
In and out.
In through the outdoor.
So, are you guys going in?
Yes, I will turn around and go back to my friends.
Okay. So you all make your way in. Nicebeard, as they're going in, you come out with Al-Anon. And Al-Anon was like, "That was a waste of time. Why did we go in there?"
Well, I wanted to ask the gentleman some questions about this town.
He was not very helpful. The things he said were totally vague, and they were not helpful because he didn't tell us much of anything because he didn't say a whole lot.
I want to detect evil on the innkeeper.
Okay. All right. So you use your little ping.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got it.
Oh my god, innkeeper, you're glowing.
Ping for evil.
There's no evil in this place.
Oh.
That's strange.
John, is that you? You're an innkeeper. Strange.
Hello, Ringo.
Where's Jeffrey?
Oh,
Yeah, where
Jeffrey
is Jeffrey?
is with you guys just in general. He's
Totally forgot.
sticking with Ferdinand because Ferdinand gave him a high five and a good job.
Just pulling a quava
what
back
have I
there.
done?
Hopefully there'll be no quaffing in this session.
Yeah, one can only hope.
Yeah.
Quab.
To quav.
Quab, the masturbatory Pokemon.
Can I talk to the innkeeper?
Yes, you may. So you approach. He's just standing there, cleaning glasses. You see him get to the last glass in the line of glasses that are on the bar. He finishes cleaning it. As you walk up, when you jump up, he starts back at the beginning and just starts washing them again, or he's just running a rag on him on the inside.
That's gross.
Running a ragged.
Do you need help with something? You seem a little bit distracted.
He looks over at the table of the three men and then looks back at you. You here for something?
I'm here for you. Do you need any help?
Nope.
Oh, well, you seem sad. Can I cheer you up?
Nope.
Hmm.
I ain't sad, just bored.
Do a performance.
I can disappear. Poof. Can I disappear?
Can you? Roll for stealth.
Okay.
No. Oh.
All right. So how do you stealth? What do you choose to do?
Can I
Lights his eyes out.
pretend to walk off the counter and like fall off, and then when he looks over, can I just be gone?
Yeah. So you jump off the counter backwards, and he doesn't even lean forward. He just goes, jumping behind the counter doesn't really count.
Okay, I pop back up. Well, you're not fun.
No,
What would you want me to do? If you're
Excuse me?
bored, what would entertain you?
I don't want to be entertained. I want to do my job.
Give me a room.
Give me a
Excuse
gold.
Do you want to hear a joke?
He looks over at you and he's like, I think I'm going to anyways.
You should give me something cheaper since I'm a little bit smaller than the average person.
Nope, those are the rates. You have a problem, go talk to those guys. And he points over at the table with 3 men.
Well, you know what? I think I. And I hop off.
Good luck.
About to get in a bar fight.
I'm gonna hop up onto the table into the middle of them, but someone else can go now if they want.
Yeah.
So, a horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Right along face."
He just shakes his head and he picks up another glass and he keeps cleaning. Let me
But he
guess,
smiled.
you want a room too?
Yes.
1 gold. And he reaches down and grabs another key.
Okay, I give him a gold.
He gives you the key.
Yes, now we both have
What are you
keys.
doing now?
I was just stealing a room key.
master?
You were stealing a room key?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to re-roll stealth. But I'll keep that side of hand.
Oh.
Oh, so that was
What?
roll. Dang it.
Wow.
Oh no. That was a 1.
No, you re-rolled stealth. You did what I wanted you to do.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know why
good.
you rolled it again. So,
Oh.
yeah,
I thought
you.
I thought I'd re-rolled sleight of hand. That was why I was confused.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, I'm good.
He where's perception? Oh, pass 13. Yeah, he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice you come around the behind the bar. But when you go and you take the key, he reaches down right next to where you are. Like he almost puts his hand on you. And he grabs the key, one of the ones next to the one you were about to grab. He grabs the key and he thunks it down on the desk for Ferdinand. And so he thunks it down on the desk for Ferdinand, and he says whatever he said to Ferdinand. And as you take the key, it makes that like a kind of a as you pull it off of the desk. But you just are able to duck out of sight as he looks down to see what the noise is.
Nice.
So you successfully got the key. All right. At this time, Nicebeard walks in with Alanon.
Oi! There's me crew.
Nice beard. It's another dull town.
It's a very dull town.
You're not the one making it lively.
I tried. This guy's a stump.
You're a stump.
Who cares to have a share of a pint with me?
I will have a pant.
Does anyone respond?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't drink. Like a single sip of any alcohol would throw me over the edge. That's kind of the thing with fairies.
Get
Well, I'm asking the entire bar.
They're on their way, by the way.
Okay.
So we have to take a break.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break
okay.
right here. So
Don't drink.
we can get the kids down, and then we'll be right back.